Hi guys, it's Lindsay here, and today I want to share with you a few of my top favorite books. If you hear some jingling in the background, just ignore it. I got a couple dogs here and they're just kind of walking around. But anyway, yeah, so today I wanted to share with you my top favorite books. These are books that have had a huge impact on my life in terms of my mindset as well as technical skills for my online business. So I hope that these recommendations are of benefit to you. So first off, I wanted to share with you this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a This book is a fairly new book. It came out this year, and it's all about, well, exactly what it says, not giving a being unapologetically yourself, which is something that I struggle with constantly, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. Having the confidence to just be who you are and to just throw away kind of what a lot of people say. One thing I wanted to share with you, one sentence coming out of here, is that we individually are responsible for everything in our lives, no matter the external circumstances. We don't always control what happens to us, but we always control how we interpret what happens to us as well as how we respond. So being unapologetically yourself as well as taking responsibility for your actions. No one's going to do the work for you. You need to be in control of your actions and realize that if something doesn't get done, it's on you. You're the one who needs to fix it. All right, next up, another one of my favorites on mindset, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. You guys all know her, Eat, Pray, Love. I never read it, but maybe some of you have. Maybe you've seen the movie. I still haven't. But anyway, this book, Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear, it was a pretty biggie for me as well. I've read it a few times and just wanted to share one thing out of here. Aspiring writers will often tell me, I have an idea, but I'm afraid it's already been done. Well, yes, it probably has already been done. Most things have already been done, but they have not yet been done by you. This is something a lot of us in the online business world have struggled with because, a lot of people are out there doing the same thing. So what makes you an expert on it, or what makes me an expert on it, right? So it's something you have to forgive yourself for and realize that you might be doing something similar to somebody else, but you're going to do it the way you're going to do it, and they're going to do it the way they're going to do it. And the audience that you or them are targeting is going to relate to you or them based on who you are. So bringing you back to that other point of being unapologetically yourself. So if you haven't read it yet, go grab her book. It's really awesome. Highly recommend it. All right, next book I wanted to share starts to go into more mindset stuff. It's by Aubrey Marcus, also a fairly new book. Own the Day, Own Your Life. There's a lot of stuff in this book I might not agree with, but there's a lot of this stuff in this book that challenged me to think outside the box and to start reevaluating my entire day, actually. Reevaluating how I was spending my time, the food I was putting into my body, the exercise I was getting or not getting. Basically, everything in this book leads up to one day of owning your day. Basically what I did was I read it entirely through. I picked out a day, a week or so after I read it, had made all the preparations and had one full day of owning it. Now, I don't still do this every day, but I do take aspects of that day that worked for me and I implement it into my daily routine. And I gotta say, guys, pretty big one there. So go ahead and grab that book if you haven't yet. Next, we're going to go into some technical skills. So I'm sure you've heard of this one by Russell Brunson, Expert Secrets. It is the follow-up to his first book, .com Secrets. This book it's basically exactly what it is, Expert Secrets. These are all the secrets that Russell's used to build multi-millionaire businesses. It's a playbook. It's gonna help you think, again, outside the box of your typical internet marketing business. It's gonna give you literally the step-by-step guide of how to build your business into not just a little online business, but into a mass movement full of followers. So this book is like a little Bible for internet marketing. So go ahead and pick it up. Russell's also got a podcast. I listen to it on Spotify because I love Spotify. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I do love them. So read the book. Go back and read his other book, .com Secrets. I refer back to this constantly. You can tell by all the little post-it notes up there. And do the work, guys. Like, this is one of those books that you don't just read. You have to actually go in and do the work that he says to do, because that's really what's going to propel your business forward. Next up, keeping up on the technical side, copywriting. Hypnotic writing, guys. This is a Bible for copywriting. Whenever I get stuck writing an ad or writing an email, or anytime I'm really writing anything, if I get stuck, I kind of just refer back to here, and I pick up some new tips, something I didn't pick up before, and it's really all about learning how to hypnotize your reader, to capture them into your story so that you don't lose them at any point, that they're just enthralled by what you're saying and that they can't look away. I mean, that's how we sell, right? So if you're having some issues with your copywriting, or if you're not and you just, you think you're a good copywriter, but you haven't read this book, go ahead and read this book, because I guarantee that you will find something in there that you didn't think of before, and it really could help take your copywriting to the next level. Next up is another kind of copywriting book, Words That Sell. Guys, if you don't have this book, you absolutely need it. I keep it next to my laptop every time I start writing. If I get stuck, like have a little brain fart, don't really know what to write, I literally just go like this. I open up to any single page and I just start like picking out some words, and it gives me some inspiration to start writing. It's not a book you're going to read from page 1 to the end. That's just not how it's designed. It's designed to be a supplement for your writing. But it's literally a book I could not live without. I have written several countless emails by just literally opening the book to a random page, finding a word, getting inspired, and writing a whole email about it. So if you get stuck with your writing, I definitely highly recommend having that book. All right, last but definitely not least, this is the Bible, guys. This is why we all got into this industry in the first place. 4-Hour Work Week. I'm reading it again. I absolutely love this book. There's a lot of tips and tricks in here that Tim talks about to help you move from that 60, 80-hour week down to a 10-hour week, how to really consolidate your time and make it the most efficient and productive you can. The reason we all became entrepreneurs was not so that we could work 100 hours a week. Unless that's your thing, then go ahead and do that. But if not, and you just want to have the lifestyle of freedom like we all do, go ahead and pick up that book. You will read it once, you will read it twice, you will read it as many times as you need to for it to really sink in exactly how you need it to. So that's it for today, guys. That is all of my book recommendations for you. I have read a lot of these books more than once. You always pick up things that you didn't pick up the first time, things that are more relevant to you now than they were before, things that you just missed. So it's definitely worth reading over and over again, and make sure you're reading every day. I read 30 pages every day because I know that it's going to help push me past where I am right now, and it's going to help me propel my business. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and happy reading, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.